Good afternoon, everyone. We are here with break 266, the first break for 2024. A little bit exciting, not long now, and 24 traders will be here. Yep, with 24 traders, we've just listed a RAS for the Cowboys spot in break 263. So plenty of spots left in that one. Try and get those breaks filled up and going. So what we have today, we have 21, 22 and 23 traders, hobby and priority boxes, as well as a mini starter case for 22 traders, retail on that one. So plenty of big cards possibilities, especially in the priority boxes. I'm looking forward to that. We have the $100 bonus gift card randomized between all spots, and any Dolphins cards that come out will be randomized as one lot between all 16 spots. Alright, let's go. Oh, I'm probably going to need some more sleeves. But let's go. We'll start on 21 traders on the hobby. I'm not sure how my camera setting is going to go, guys. It's been a little while. Thank you. And I don't think they'll set up properly. Or they weren't, because I had to, yeah. Anyway, we'll work it out. I'm going to say before we even start, I'm out of practice from opening packets. It's been a little while. Been listing heaps of old cards. Alright, Rising Stars, Charlie Staines for Panthers. Raiders Parallel Checklist. And look, you can see, just give me a sec, guys. If you're in the chat and I haven't said hello to you, it's because I've got this other window open trying to keep an eye on the camera. Still here, sorry guys. Let's give that a go. The tray should be looking a lot better. And we'll work on the other one in a minute. So I'm back. Here we go. Retirement, James Graham. Lama Kickout, parallel for Panthers. Star Tunes, Apposai Coruscant for Panthers. Angus Crichton, parallel for Roosters. Rising Stars, Semi Valemi for the Raiders. Campbell Graham, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Paul Vaughan, parallel for the Dragons. Season to remember, Martin Tapau for Manly. Adam Dewey, parallel for the Tigers. Season to remember, Mr. Sivo for the Eels. William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks. Brendan Wakeham, Rising Stars for the Bulldogs. Titans parallel checklist. Reece Robson, parallel for the Cowboys. Wildcard, Isaiah Yeo for the Panthers. Brad Parker, parallel for Manly. Rising Stars, Cade Ellis for the Dragons. Valentin Zelezniak, hey buddy, for the Bulldogs. Yeah, warm up before 24 Traders hits. It's been a while since I've opened some packets. Cade Cust, Rising Stars for Manly. David Clemmer, parallel for the Knights. White Streeter, Cody Nikarima for the Warriors. Felice Kafusi, parallel for Storm. Season to remember, Gavin Cooper for the Cowboys. Micah Sivo, parallel for the Eels. Connor Tracy, Rising Stars for the Sharks. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Club Heroes, Tohu Harris for the Warriors. Payne Haas, parallel for Broncos. Thomas McHale, parallel for Tigers. Team wildcard for the Rabbitohs. Nick Meaney, parallel for the Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Tommy Talau for the Tigers. Broncos, parallel checklist. Season to remember, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Elias Katoa, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Cooper Johns for the Storm. Lloyd Cordner, parallel for the Roosters. Cooper Johns going into radio. Ronaldo Mulatalo, black streeter for the Sharks. David Totola, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Wildcard, Sean Johnson for the Sharks. Jordan Piera, parallel for the Dragons. Young Tonu Maipe for the Titans. Cody Nikorima, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Hayes Perham for the Warriors. Braden Hemlin Yuli, parallel for the Sharks. Authentics Silver. Jake Turpin for the Broncos, not numbered. Alexander Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Season to remember, Cameron Smith for the Storm. Cowboys NRL Checklist. Takahari, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Herbie Farnworth for the Broncos. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Rising Stars, Phoenix Crossland for the Knights. Moses Sulai, parallel for Manly. Heimel Hunt, parallel for the Knights. Wildcard, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Matt Duffy, parallel for the Dragons. Star Tunes, Luke Brooks for the Tigers. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. Jesse Bromwich, wildcard for the Storm. Dale Finucane, parallel for the Storm. Rising Stars, Freddie Lussick for the Roosters. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. Yep. Ryan Pappenhausen, white straight up for the Storm. Jared Croker, parallel for the Raiders to finish us off on our first box. Alright, let's get into the 21 Traders Priority. We'll work our way through the years. Pretty excited to see what comes out of this. Potential the big club hero cards. Season to remember, Sonny Bill Williams for the Roosters. Alex Twal, parallel for the Tigers. Rising Stars, Stephen Crichton for the Panthers. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors, parallel. I think quicker and easier if we just say RTS. Brian Kelly, wild card for the Titans. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. And our priority club hero, Mr. Jamin Joloffe, number 19 for the Titans. I haven't got the team list up, been out of practice. No good. Reece Robson, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Jackson Paulo for the Rabbitohs. Kyle Felt, parallel for the Cowboys. Jazz Tavega, parallel for the Warriors. Amoli Olakau'atu, Rising Stars for Manly. Not sure off the top of my head, Alex. I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and look at it myself, to be honest. Brad Parker, parallel for Manly. I've been busy listing and scanning older cards, some old signatures, 213, 216, 212, as well as 70s and 80s cards. So yeah, Martin Tapau, Star Tunes for Manly, and trying to get as much of that done before Traders actually hits. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Storm, because obviously once that hits, we've got not much time for anything else for a little while. White Streeter, Moaika, Fotoaika, parallel, White Streeter for the Titans, sorry. Cade Cust, parallel for Manly. I was just keeping an eye on the chat and got a bit distracted. Rising Stars, Ray Stone for the Eels. A few nice. There's even an Andrew Johns 2004 signature. Josh Papali, parallel for the Raiders. And some of these cards are especially the reason I encourage everyone to use that wish list. Hammer to buy Fido, season to remember for the Cowboys. David Clemmer, parallel for Knights. Season to remember, Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs. Radman Best, parallel for the Knights. Yeah, well, that's only a new one, so I don't think there was any listing for that. So no one would have got a wish list. So that's a got to stay up to date on the website sort of deal. Nathan Cleary, season to remember for Panthers. Xavier Coates, parallel for the Broncos. Also, I don't know who would have collected them, but the Phantom Zone cards, Wally Lewis, we got one signed by Glenn Ford, which was the Phantom comic, the Phantom cards at the time. For Dynamic, he was the illustrator. Felice Kafusi, parallel for the Storm. We also have one of the oversized promo cards, which are numbered, which is also signed by him, which is on another listing on the website. So yeah, I've done all that. I know they're up there. Adam Clune, Rising Stars for the Dragons. Raymond Fatala, Mariner, Parallel for the Bulldogs. And then we've got 88 Dandy stickers. Like, yeah. We've had some odd things, but I've really enjoyed going through them myself. Tanner Boyd, Rising Stars for the Titans. Brendan Smith, Parallel for the Storm. Phone cards, even one that was unused. I don't know if that's common or not, but most of the ones we had were already used. So I thought it was pretty cool when I found one that wasn't. Black Street Art, Josh Jackson for the Bulldogs. It's just a promotional card. Both of them were Bulldogs Parallel Checklist, but they're for two different things, so they're not actually together either. They just happen to be both signed by him. Ben Hunt, White Street Art for the Dragons. Jake Friend, Parallel for the Roosters. Yeah, me and Mum were talking about those stickers, and we think something similar to those rivalry ones. Maybe not so much the name tags. I'm sure some people would like the name tags, but yeah, more so the rivalry versions of those stickers would go well these days. Ethan Lowe, retirements for the Rabbitohs. Pardon? Yeah. Yeah, right. Paul Vaughan, Parallel for the Dragons. Tessie New, Rising Stars for the Broncos. Ben Hunt, Parallel for the Dragons. Oh yeah, we had a whole heap of oversized cards. Plenty of them with signatures and that. Some of them were pretty cool. Clint Gufferson, Season to Remember for the Eels. William Kennedy, Parallel for the Sharks. Even Tigers and Magpies ones. That was one of the main ones that stood out to us. Aaron Woods, Parallel for the Sharks. I don't think I've seen. Oh, yeah, they're there. Tom Starling, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Campbell Graham, Parallel for the Rabbitohs. Jake Averillo, Rising Stars for the Bulldogs. Titans, Parallel Checklist. Priority number 4. Team wildcard for the Warriors. That's the series. I'm not sure. Ashley Taylor, parallel for the Titans. Not off the top of my head though. You talking about the centenary ones? Master Series, 2008 Master Series. Star Tunes, Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Thomas McHale, parallel for the Tigers. They're a bit more fancy than the normal 2008. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. Braden Trindle, Rising Stars for the Sharks. Micah Sivo, parallel for the Eels. Right, okay. No, I don't think it. I don't think we've listed really any oversized cards for actual trading cards, except for some promos, dynamic promos off the top of my head. I could be wrong there, Alex, but yeah, no 2008 centenaries oversized, unfortunately. Parramatta Eels parallel checklist, and g'day Lee, welcome to the video. Few people watching. Conley Looney Lou, Rising Stars for the Cowboys. Luciano Leilua, parallel for the Tigers. Jamal Foggett on that base card, sorry. Wild card, Clint Gufson for the Eels. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Wild card, Tommy Turbo for Manly. Isaiah Yo, parallel for Panthers. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that we haven't had them or don't have them. I just don't remember listing any of them recently. Oh, actually. Well, Rising Stars for the Roosters. Now you mentioned them. I don't know. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Heels. Pardon? Oh, he is. Since we're talking, he's just asking if I've seen them, if I know them. Jake Turpin, parallel for the Broncos. Alright, only a few more packets for our second box. Season to remember, Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Second last. Wildcard, Jack Whiten for the Raiders. George Williams, parallel for the Raiders. Alright, last pack for 2021. Dylan Edwards, parallel for Panthers. We'll push them over to the side. Let's go. 22 Traders Hobby. Yeah, nice. Rising Stars, Tukamea Simpkins for the Tigers. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Club Hero, Marcelo Montoya for the Warriors. Katoni Staggs, parallel for the Broncos. Rising Stars, Jaden Campbell for the Titans. William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks. Luciano Leilua, parallel for the Tigers. Season to remember, Adam Dewey for the Tigers. David Nofaluma, parallel for the Tigers. Tigers. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Tyson Smoothie, Rising Stars for Storm. Jack Bird, parallel for the Dragons. High Performance, Valentine Holmes for the Cowboys. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Alright, Master and Apprentice, Black. Kevin Proctor for the Titans. Sione Katoa, parallel for the Sharks. Our Heroes, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Rising Stars, Franklin Pele for the Sharks. Harry Grant, parallel for the Storm. Alex Johnston, foil sig for the Rabbitohs, number 199. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Season to remember, Wade Graham for the Sharks. Thomas Flagler, parallel for the Broncos. Season to remember, Ewan Aiken for the Warriors. Titans parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Rocco Berry for the Warriors. Tavita Tatala, parallel for the Rabbits. High Performance, Payne Huss for the Broncos. Jack Hetherington, parallel for the Bulldogs. Josh Papali, Big Papa for the Raiders. Rising Stars, Will Penasini for the Eels. Warriors parallel checklist. Power Heroes, Tommy Talau for the Tigers. Raiders Parallel Checklist. Chanel Harris Tavita Parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars Keenan Palacia for the Broncos. Angus Crichton Parallel for the Roosters. Got the giveaway, guys, for all 24 Traders pre-sales box entries. Matt Burton, season to remember for the Panthers. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. You can check out details on that on our giveaway page on the website, as well as posts on Facebook and Instagram. Fella Kiko Manu, Rising Stars for the Bulldogs. Tyson Gamble, parallel for the Broncos. Rising Stars, Talator Amon for the Dragons. Brian To'o, parallel for Panthers. High Performance, Will Hopewade for the Bulldogs. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Stefano Utikamanu, parallel for the Tigers. High Performance Team for the Dragons. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. Rising Stars, Murray Talagi for Manly. For Cowboys. Dragons Parallel Checklist. Season to remember, Valentine Holmes for the Cowboys. Reece Robson, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Dominic Young for the Knights. Kalen Ponga, parallel for the Knights. Parallel, Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm. Master and Apprentice, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. High Performance, Jordan Rapiner for the Raiders. Josh Schuster, parallel for Manly. Master and Apprentice, Tohu Harris for the Warriors. Corey Thompson, parallel for the Titans. Harley Smith Shields, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Season to remember, Albert Kelly for the Broncos. Luke Thompson, parallel for the Bulldogs. Alright. Put the box down. Alright, 22 priority. And we'll do the starter packs next. Followed by 23 traders. Season to remember, Josh Curran for the Warriors, Brad Parker, parallel for Manly. Rising Stars, Edward Cossey for the Warriors. Ryan Kelly, parallel for the Titans. Campbell Graham, parallel for the Rabbitohs. High performance, David Clemmer for the Knights. Joe Stimson, parallel for the Bulldogs. High performance, Alex Twal for the Tigers. Jason Saab, parallel for Manly. Daniel Saifiti, Power Heroes for the Knights. Kevin Proctor, parallel for Titans. Master and Apprentice, Blake Taff for the Rabbitohs. Hudson Young, parallel for the Raiders. Rising Stars, TC Rabuddy for the Broncos. Adam Fanua Blake, parallel for the Warriors. Season to remember, Brian To'o for Panthers. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. This is the priority box. Panthers parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Aaron Shoop for the Bulldogs. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for the Broncos. Master and Apprentice, Jake Arthur for the Eels. Wade Graham, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Davey Mole for the Rabbitohs. Latrell Mitchell, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Rising Stars, Helam Lukey for the Cowboys. Dane Laurie, parallel for the Tigers. Season to remember, Murray Talagi for the Cowboys. Clint Gutherson, parallel for the Eels. Nick Kotrick, parallel for the Bulldogs. Master and Apprentice, Parallel Priority number 3. The Hammer for Cowboys. Cody Ramsey, parallel for the Dragons. Jason Tormalolo, parallel for the Cowboys. Season to remember, Jack Hetherington for the Bulldogs. Jordan Rapana, parallel for Raiders. Rising Stars, Jake Simpkins for the Tigers. Jazz Tavega, parallel for Warriors. Rising Stars, Jason Saab for Manly. Luciano Leilua, parallel for the Tigers. High Performance, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Roosters, Parallel Checklist. Club Hero, Hayes Dunster for the Eels. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. Rising Stars, Taylor May for Panthers. Zach Lomax, parallel for the Dragons. Valentine Holmes, Power Heroes for the Cowboys. Isaiah Yo, parallel for Panthers. Herbie Farmworth, parallel for Broncos. Season to remember, Jaden Campbell for the Titans. Cowboys, parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Toby Sexton for the Titans. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. Season to remember, David Nofaluma for the Tigers. Alex Twal, parallel for the Tigers. Rising Stars, Dean Aremia for the Storm. Reid Marnie, parallel for the Eels. Got a signature this year. High Performance, Thomas Burgess for the Rabbitohs. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Dragons. Fifth last packet for our 22 Traders Priority Box. Mitchell Pearce, parallel for the Knights. White Authentics. Number 115. Mr. Dylan Edwards for the Panthers. Nice little score. Hammerfitto, parallel for the Cowboys. Unfortunately, I don't have my team list up to know who to congratulate. It's one of those things, not doing it for a while, you forget those little things. Alright, number 25, high performance team for the Cowboys. Not sure. Knights parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Teague Wilton for the Sharks. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Storm. And lucky last, Rising Stars, Joseph Suwali for the Roosters. And Kenny Bromwich, parallel for the Storm. Alright, let's grab 22 Traders mini start case. Rip all these open, find out the bonus cards, and then once they're open we'll go through the packets. Alright, Power Heroes blue, Kieran Foran for Manly. Okay, which ones are numbered and which ones aren't. We'll work it out as we go. Kieran Foran, Power Heroes blue. Oh, Power Heroes black, I think. Yep. Harry Grant. Oh, these are numbered. Yep, there we go. Number 21 out of 100. Nice. Not sure how well that shows up on camera, especially at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, Alex. The worst thing is I didn't even randomly pick them out of different spots in the box. They were 1, 2 right next to each other. Okay, we have our first group card, which is header A in the blue. So they will get randomised between the first 8 teams. Power Heroes blue, Harry Grant for the Storm. Looks like green, number 13. Katoni Staggs for the Broncos. Our hero is blue. Tommy Talau for the Tigers. Our hero is blue. James Tedesco for the Roosters. Our hero is blue. Alexander Brimson for the Titans. Come on. Let's go. One black, one green. We can do better. Let's go. Another green, number 14, James Tedesco for the Roosters. Let's go. So another green, Power Heroes header B, number 174. Our heroes blue, Tommy Talau for the Tigers. Pink, number 42, Daniel Saifiti for the Knights. Our heroes blue, Brian Top for Panthers. Our heroes blue, James Tedesco for the Roosters. Our heroes blue, Brian Top for Panthers. Alright, 2 starter packs left. Our heroes pink, number 6, Harry Grant. Nice card. Alright, lucky last. Pink, number 91, Tony Staggs for the Broncos. Alright, let's go through the starter packs. Rising Stars, Davy Mull for the Rabbitohs. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Storm. Brad Parker, parallel for Manly. High performance David Clemmer for the Knights. Delhi Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. Master Apprentice Black Isaiah Yo for Panthers. Oh, hang on. No, it's not a black, sorry. Mawaiki Fodawaika, parallel for Titans. James Tano, parallel for the Tigers. Retirements, Blake Ferguson for the Eels. Justin Olam, parallel for the Storm. Our heroes, Harry Grant for Storm. Thomas Burgess, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Alex Glenn, season 2 member for the Broncos. Jake Clifford, parallel for the Knights. High performance, Justin Olam for the Storm. Joseph Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. High performance, Brian To'op for Panthers. James Fisher Harris, parallel for Panthers. Alexander Brimson, Power Heroes for the Titans. Jordan Ricky, parallel for Broncos. Rising Stars, Jaden Sullivan for the Dragons. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Ajira Mamoisi for the Knights. Regan Campbell Gillard, parallel for the Eels. Broncos, Tessie Anu. Trent LaRoe, Rising Stars for the Storm. Renato Molitalo, parallel for the Sharks. Season to remember, Isaiah Papali'i for the Eels. Stephen Crichton, parallel for Panthers. Season to remember, Addo Carr for the Storm. Nathan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Rising Stars, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for Dragons. High Performance, Jack Bird for the Dragons, David Fafita, parallel for the Titans. Rising Stars, Jason Saab for Manly, Isaiah Yo, parallel for Panthers. Club Hero, Andrew McCulloch for the Dragons. Herbie Farmworth, parallel for Broncos. Season to remember, Jack Hetherington for the Bulldogs. Brian Kelly, parallel for the Titans. Season to remember, Brian Totter for Panthers. Jake Averillo, parallel for the Bulldogs. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Raiders. Rising Stars, TC Rabuddy for the Broncos. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Master Apprentice, Jerome Hughes for the Storm. Eliza Katoa, parallel for the Warriors. Greg Marzhew, Rising Stars for the Titans. Sam Walker, parallel for the Roosters. Definitely keen for the season start. Me and my partner are actually looking at what Eels games we can look at going to up here this year. Nathan Cleary, Club Hero for the Panthers. Josh Kerr, parallel for the Dragons. Rising Stars, Xavier Savage for the Raiders. Jake Granville, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Jermaine Hopgood for the Panthers. Adam Dewey, parallel for the Tigers. Rising Stars, Hayes Dunster for the Eels. Manly, parallel checklist. Yeah. Sharks, parallel checklist. Luke Metcalf, Rising Stars for the Sharks. Yeah, fair enough. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Season to remember, Matt Duffy for the Dragons. Blake Laurie, parallel for the Dragons. Master Apprentice, Kevin Proctor for the Titans. Tommy Talau, parallel for Tigers. Jaden Brayley, parallel for the Knights. Team High Performance for the Titans. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Storm. High Performance Daniel Tupou for the Roosters. Kyle Felt, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Egan Butcher for the Roosters. Tommy Dearden, parallel for the Cowboys. Marston Apprentice, Emery Gula for the Raiders. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Knights. Tarek Sims, parallel for the Dragons. Our heroes, Daniel Saifiti for the Knights. Knights parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Teague Wilton for the Sharks. Cody Ramsey parallel for the Dragons. Season to remember, Josh Curran for the Warriors. Jason Taumalolo, parallel for the Cowboys. Team High Performance for the Cowboys. Clint Gufferson, parallel for the Eels. Season to remember, Chad Townsend for the Sharks. Josh Curran, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Josh Schuster for Manly. Victor Radley, parallel for the Roosters. Elliot Whitehead, parallel for the Raiders. Marston Apprentice, Black Josh Jackson for the Bulldogs. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. Braden Best, parallel for the Knights. Rising Stars, Blake Taff for the Rabbitohs. Season to remember, Murray Talagi for the Cowboys. Broncos parallel checklist. Marston Apprentice, Black Herbie Farmworth for the Broncos. Matt Moylan parallel for the Sharks. And our last packet for the starter packet. And then we'll get into the 23 traders to finish this all off. Alright, Rising Stars, Edward Cossey for the Warriors. And Tyson Frizzell parallel for the Knights. Push these ones out of the way. Alright, 23 Traders Hobby. I'm just going to move them off to the side, I think. And leave that one there. Let's go, second last box. Women's NRL, Amy Turner for the Broncos. Malaki Fodawaika, parallel for the Titans. Rising Stars, James Schiller for the Raiders. Dylan Watine Zelezniak, parallel for the Warriors. Driving Force, Isabel Kelly for the Roosters. Who does everyone think's going to win this weekend? Out of Panthers and I can't remember who it is now. Raiders parallel checklist in the World Cup Challenge. Club Challenge, not World Cup. Season to remember. Edric Lee for the Knights. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Never know, that might be the next giveaway question. Driving Force, Cameron McInnes for the Sharks. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. Aiden Tolman, retirement for the Sharks. And James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. Yeah, I thought it was weekend gone, but it's this weekend apparently. I think 5 AM. So Sefo Fafita for the Titans. Murray Talagi parallel for Cowboys. Curious if Luai plays in it, because that's the whole point. That's the team that won the comp. So do they take the team that won the comp or the team they have left? Zach Fulton, Rising Stars for Manly. Sean Lane, parallel for the Eels. I'm not sure who's won it the last couple of years either, to be honest. Christian Pio, Women's NRL for the Eels. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I've seen it advertised for, don't quote me. Josh Alloway, parallel for Manly. Can't tell you which day, so you have to look it up anyway. Pardon? There you go, Mum's just chimed in. It's the 24th. Wigan Warriors. There you go. She's looked it up. Jesse Calhoun, Rising Stars for the Sharks. Yeah, I know. I've only got so many hands when I'm breaking. Alex Johnston parallel for the Rabbits. Lauren Brown, women's NRL for the Titans. Tohu Harris, parallel for the Warriors. The predictions for the wooden spoon surprised me, that's for sure. And if we look back last year when we asked the question, pretty sure Dolphins was one of the main popular ones. Wade Egan, forwards and backs for the Warriors. That's parallel to. Jerome Hughes, parallel for the Storm. Driving force, Tavita Pangai Jr. for the Bulldogs. Justin Olam, parallel for Storm. Club Heroes, Payne Huss for the Broncos. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Freddie Lussick for the Warriors. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Forwards and backs, Moses Leota for Panthers. Joseph Suwali, parallel for the Roosters. Dolphins, number 1, Kurt Capewell, parallel for the Broncos. Grant Anderson, Rising Stars for the Storm. I said Tigers win a few games. Yeah, yes. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Rising Stars, Matthew Feagai for the Dragons. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. Forwards and backs, Joey Manu for the Roosters. Aaron Shoup, parallel for the Bulldogs. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Women's NRL, Bobby Law for the Knights. Adam Fanua Blake, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Tom Chester for the Cowboys. Herbie Farnworth, parallel for Broncos. Rachel Pearson, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Oh, Max King, parallel for the Bulldogs. Women's NRL, Sarah Togatuki for the Roosters. Moses Sulai, parallel for the Dragons. Season to remember, Tanner Boyd for the Titans, Isaiah Yo parallel for Panthers. Gold, Reese Robson for the Cowboys, number 36. Ruben Cotter, parallel for the Cowboys. Trent Peoples, Rising Stars for the Rabbitohs. Blake Laurie, parallel for the Dragons. Rising Stars, Simi Sasagi for the Knights. Knights parallel checklist. Kurt Capewell, driving force for the Broncos. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Raiders. Rising Stars, Declan Casey for the Bulldogs. Morgan Harper, parallel for Manly. Power Heroes, Patrick Carrigan for the Broncos. Tigers, parallel checklist. Season to remember, Jackson Hastings for the Tigers. David Clemmer, parallel for the Knights. Driving force team for the Storm. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbitohs. 2 packets left for our 23 Traders Hobby Box. Rising Stars, Selwyn Cobbo for the Broncos. Titans parallel checklist. Alright, last and hopefully not least for the box. Power Heroes, Nico Hines for the Sharks, and Brent Naden parallel for the Tigers. Last box for the break. Okay, there you go. Rising Stars, Ronald Volkman for the Warriors. William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks. Forwards and backs, Selwyn Cobbo. Eels, parallel checklist. Racine McGregor, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Josh King, parallel for the Storm. Rising Stars, Jacob Arthur for the Eels. Stefano Utukamanu. Yep. Parallel for the Tigers, Utukamanu. Forwards and backs, Jaden Campbell for the Titans. Alexander Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Women's NRL, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Ben Thomas, Rising Stars for the Roosters. Storm, parallel checklist. Season to remember, Zach Fulton for Manly. Ronaldo Molitalo, parallel for the Sharks. Driving force, Tiana Panatani for the Eels. Saitili Tupanua, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Fanua Pole for the Tigers. Raymond Faitala Mariner, parallel for the Bulldogs. Women's NRL, Georgia Hale for the Titans. Jack Bird, parallel for the Dragons. Dolphins are number 17. Chris Randall, parallel for the Knights. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Jamin Salmon for the Panthers. Matthew Tomoko, parallel for the Raiders. Alec McDonald, Rising Stars for the Storm. Nathan Cleary, parallel for the Panthers. Driving force, Ruben Cotter for the Cowboys. Chad Townsend, parallel for the Cowboys. And our priority forwards and backs, Nick Kotrick for the Raiders, number 19. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. Rising Stars, Kale Iro for the for the Sharks. Rabbitohs, parallel checklist. Women's NRL, Kennedy Sherrington for the Eels. Edward Cossey, parallel for the Warriors. Women's NRL, Hannah Southwell for the Knights. Blake Laurie, parallel for the Dragons. Our heroes, Matt Burton for the Bulldogs. Payne Haas, parallel for the Broncos. Yes, please. Team Driving Force Priority. Number 28 for Manly. Adokar, parallel for the Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Isaac Thompson for the Rabbitohs. Cody Ramsey, parallel for the Dragons. Season to remember, Cade Dykes for the Sharks. Dominic Young, parallel for the Knights. Josh Maguire, retirement for the Dragons. Nick Kotrick, parallel for the Raiders. Rising Stars, Christian Mapalini for the Knights. David Clemmer, parallel for the Knights. Corey Oates, season to remember for the Broncos. Raiders parallel checklist. Jared Hargraves, driving force for the Roosters. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. Driving force, Dale Finucane for the Sharks. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. And our club hero priority, Kai Rodwell for the Eels, number 10. Asu Kapoa, parallel for the Tigers. Rising Stars, Ezra Mam for the Broncos. Dave Fafita, parallel for the Titans. Only 6 last packet for the break. And our gold parallel, Nelson Asafa Solomona, number 71. For the Storm. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Zach Wolford, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Tohu Harris, parallel for the Warriors. Our heroes, Zach Lomax for the Dragons. Kurt Capewell, parallel for the Broncos. Women's NRL, Emily Bass for the Broncos. Jerome Luai, parallel for the Panthers. Alright, 2 packets left. Rising Stars, Cleese Huss for the Titans. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. And last but not least, I've said it for every last packet. Let's hope it pays off for at least one. And no, not a dud. Max King, parallel for the Bulldogs. Well, was hoping that we might have scored a legend signature or even 2. Wasn't to be for this one. We have a few randomizations to do, which includes our 2 Dolphins cards, our 2 Power Heroes header cards, as well as the $100 gift card. So let's switch screens. We should be set up and ready to go. I just don't have that list saved, so we'll copy and paste that list. So we are ready to go for the next one. Alright, let's go. So we're going to randomize the Dolphins cards first. We'll do the 2 header cards followed by the gift card. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Once again for the Dolphins cards, going to Sean Woods with the Warriors. We will reset and we will do our blue header card. Alright. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Robert Ward with the Bulldogs. And once again, we'll reset. We'll do the green header card, number B this time. Alright. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Once again, that is for green header B, number 174. Sean May with the Dragons. Alright, so all we have left now is a $100 bonus gift card. So let's load everyone up one last time. Alright, good luck. Here we go. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Tony Luxton with the Sharks. Congratulations. I will fix up your gift card for you. Don't forget to check out our giveaways for our birthday celebrations, as well as our 24 Traders pre-sale giveaway. All going on in the Facebook group. Giveaway for information is listed on the website as well. Alright, catch us next time.